Well, hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're off to a good start.
I thought I was going to get some kind of big intro.
You will. I just like to throw people off.
Yeah, you fucked with me there. Does your audience swear?
And usually we
So
do
much.
hi, so...
I know, I thought I'd really switch it up. Oh, that's a good sound.
That's the sound of Uncle Jake, baby.
It's a good sound to have. Well, in case you hadn't realized, we have a guest today.
Howdy.
You wanna introduce?
Oh, I still don't get an introduction.
Well, how do you want us to...
Introduce yourself.
There's so many accolades we could list off.
Well, exactly. That's why I
Where
wanted
do
you
we
to pick
start?
some.
Do we start with famous musician, famous actor?
Yeah, I've got
Sound
like
engineer?
400 views on YouTube.
Yeah, kind of a big deal.
I've done a lot of different things within entertainment. I was a professional musician, producer, audio engineer for a few years. I was in film before that, and now I'm back in film again. I like bouncing around entertainment.
Welcome to podcasting.
I'm Kate,
And I'm Jane, and this is Creeps and Coffee.
a show where we talk about the dark parts of the world around us
Cryptids, conspiracies, things that go bump in the night.
and the crimes behind the scariest creatures of all, humans.
Join us as we take a look at the stories sure to give you the creeps.
Pull up a seat, grab a coffee.
And let's have a chat.
We did an episode on,
2 years ago.
like 2 years ago, we decided we were going to do a little chat about haunted films and like cursed movie sets in terms of a more paranormal approach to things. But now that we have someone like Jake, we thought it would be fun to kind of jump back into a similar topic and
interrogate him.
interrogate him on all things horror behind the lens.
I've seen some spooky things.
He has seen some spooky things.
Yes.
He's experienced some spooky things. There's more stuff.
I'm so
I know.
excited.
There's more stuff that Jamie and I didn't get to talk about in the last episode we did on this. Just because, I mean, there's so many movies. All of the sets have crazy stories. Whether it's going to be paranormal or cursed or just like stupid shit that happens on a film set. So there's not enough time in the world to go over all of it. So it's kind of fun to dive back into, I guess it was the first topic that we really kind of got some attention for. So I'm excited to...
People like the movies.
People love the movies, Jamie. Horror film and like the horror industry fascinates me. And I think that's what makes a topic like this so interesting to me, is that sometimes it's not just the film itself, it's not just the writing that does the scary stuff, I guess, for lack of a better term, but the atmosphere that can develop on a set that leads to almost a level of like paranoia and like group psychosis, because everyone's on edge based on just the...
It feeds into
Exactly. It's like a hive mind experience almost. So it's interesting to see how accidents on set and just general negative experiences can be turned into a huge phenomenon.
I've never worked on a horror film, which is my greatest regret. I've only worked in film a few years, so I'll get there. But what you're talking about, the hive mind mentality, that happens on any movie set in general. You have to be kind of all on the same page.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people have to be all on the same page, or things don't go to plan.
Yeah.
Like one guy's 5 minutes late in the morning to deliver scripts or something, you've just cost production $100,000. Everybody has to be on minutes. Seconds cost thousands of dollars. It's insanity how much money gets put into this and how accurate and efficient things have to be. So you have to all already kind of be in like a hive mindset to get anything done properly. Especially safely, too.
Oh, that's a huge part of it. And I think some of what we'll talk about today, too, is, like, how skipping just a little aspect of safety can lead to some major problems. Unfortunately, death in a lot of circumstances. I think people think that Hollywood is just this magical place and like the film industry is just meant to be all good and fun all the time, but there's a lot darker aspects than I think people want to admit.
Everyone thinks it's all glamorous.
Yeah.
It's a labor job with a bunch of artists. So moody, demanding people, demanding a bunch of laborers to do things, and things get pretty heated, and things get skipped, and things get pretty wild. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's the best industry in the world. It's the highest paid industry in the world for the least amount of education. So also, we're idiots. No college education here.
But so many certificates.
Plenty of certificates. Yes. Lots of first aid and whatnot.
Yeah. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
I'm basically a paramedic. No, I'm not. But yeah, film sets are not nearly as glamorous as people like to believe. Even actors and actresses, their life is hell on a movie set. Diet, training, on top of 12, 16, 18, 24-hour work days. You don't understand how bad work is until you've worked a 24-hour shift. And there's no breaks in the movie industry. No. We have what we call a standing lunch a lot of times. That's you quickly grab your food and then you eat it while you're doing your job standing up. I've done plenty of standing lunches.
I wish you guys could have seen Jamie's reaction to that. Just the immediate panic of like,
I could barely do a 10-hour day at work. Like, oh my God.
I think what got me interested in this topic was, I don't remember what the movie was, but the Alec Baldwin stuff.
Rust.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So when all of that came out about the gun going off on set and him, unfortunately, killing someone.
Yep.
It really
gun didn't go off. He pulled the trigger.
Yeah. Just not the ideal way it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, it's a horrible situation. It's sad for everyone in my industry too. It happens a lot more than gets publicized, which is a pretty sad thing. A lot of the times you see that is when it's higher up on set, like a director, a camera operator, a producer, or a actor, or a stunt performer. That's usually when you hear about it. But PAs, not the lifeblood of the industry, but one of the most numerous people on set.
Yeah.
These guys get hurt a lot and die sometimes, and you don't really hear about the ones that are less publicized. It happens way more than we hear about. On the news, I've heard about 2, the Deadpool one, which I worked on that, and then the Rust one. Those are the only 2 I've heard in the news in the last long while. But when you're with the union, you get emails.
Oh, of course.
So you're aware of a lot more things that happen, and obviously everyone talks on set too, and you find out stuff from other sets.
Well, that happened on the set of the movie The Crow as well.
That's what I was going to talk about. This is why we're best friends. So, when the whole Alec Baldwin and the entire, I guess, cast and crew of Rust sort of started talking about everything and everything came to light, I think people kind of looked at it as if that was a unique thing. But like Jamie said, what was it, 30 years ago? What was 1994? Oh,
93.
God. Oh, it's like 30 years. Fuck.
You're not that old yet.
Literally
We're
30.
getting there.
We are getting there. You click and pop
Yeah, okay.
when you move.
That's been happening since she was like 15.
Yeah. That's being generous. So, The Crow, like Jamie was talking about, a very, very similar incident happened where the main actor in this movie, Brandon Lee, was filming a scene with his
Bruce Lee's son.
Yes, Bruce Lee's son. Very cool. Jamie's very emotional about that. So he was filming a scene with his co-star Michael Massey, and the prop gun that they were using essentially malfunctioned. It was loaded with blanks, like it was meant to be shot and used, but the gunpowder in one of the blank cartridges ended up igniting, and unknown to Massey would lead to him shooting a bullet fragment at Bruce Lee's son. He didn't die on impact. He died at the hospital later on. And obviously it was a huge problem. I don't believe Brandon's mother ended up suing Michael, but she did end up suing like the production team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, imagine the guilt you would feel pulling that trigger.
Exactly. From a psychological perspective, like, there's a lot of, like Jake was saying, like, there's already so much stress and pressure that comes from being on a film set and being in the industry itself. So there's a lot of anxiety and stress and
Lack of sleep.
Yeah, and, like, significant mental problems that are going to come out of a high-intensity job like that. To add on top, knowing that you shot someone by accident and ended their life, I cannot even begin to imagine.
I couldn't imagine.
Like, it's insane. But what's interesting about The Crow as well is that Brandon Lee had been talking to other cast and crew before this about how he felt like his family was cursed and that he had this really weird feeling that he was going to be dying soon. And then shortly after this incident occurred, I mean, he was 25 years old. Like,
me now.
I know.
I still feel like a kid.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Well, in the grand scheme of things,
right?
We are.
Mm-hmm.
So to have your life taken away really at the peak of your career, too. So the accident happened in 1993. The movie came out in 94. I mean, the fact that they were even able to finish it and go through with showing it is...
And here's what I do have to say about that. People die on movie sets. It's horrible. But you also have to think, a lot more people die at Walmart. Drop dead of heart attacks. Are we going to shut down that Walmart and cause the 80 people that work there to be jobless because one person died? It's horrible.
Yeah.
But there's 8 billion people on the planet now, whatever the heck it is. And people are dying everywhere, every day. And on a movie set, you might think, oh, well, how can they post something that somebody died on? How can they? We're so modern. Post. How can they distribute something that's somebody's died on? If they don't distribute it, if they even shut down filming for a day, a week, that's money out of 500 people's families. The longest one I ever heard was, I believe, for Zoo Season 2, which I worked on that show, not there that day, thankfully, but PA was killed.
What?
Yeah, he... I'll tell you the story about that, but yeah, they shut down filming for, I believe, a week and sent everyone that was around that to therapy. So what happened in this situation... There was a PA, which is what I was in film at the time. PA is production assistant, the lowest of the low. It's where you start when you try to get into film. And he was standing next to a tree, leaning next to a tree, just having a smoke. There was a transport guy. Transport's one of our departments. It's the one that has all the trucks that all the other stuff goes in and moves people around. There was a truck we call a cube van, basically like a U-Haul van. Some of these trucks, we say van, but it's a truck. Some of these trucks have back gates that slide up. Some of them have ones that fold flat down into this metal edge. This guy had it folded flat down. He did not have blocks under the tires. He had the truck in neutral, parked at the top of a hill. Rolled down the hill, pinned this poor PA next to the tree, cut him in half. Immediately dead. Everybody on that set, I assume, lost their minds. I'm glad I was not there that day and didn't have to see it, but I do know the story. And yeah, that was the longest that I've ever heard they stopped filming for. But that was not a low budget, but a lower priority TV show that they could kind of afford to not have a week on.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
What happened at Deadpool?
This one was a lot more widely posted. It was a stunt actress.
I think you'll remember the story.
Yes.
Once
I
you
was
tell
working
it.
on the X-Files at this time, and the stunt coordinator for
Subtle flex.
the stunt coordinator for the stunt actress that passed away, the one that like kind of trained her and showed her the ropes, as far as I've heard, was working on our show that day, and she was supposed to be on Deadpool, and someone else ended up taking the stunt coordination role, and she was doing a motorcycle stunt without a helmet, the stunt actress, and they did a ton of shots, all perfect, and they knew they were good. They knew that they had all the shots they need. But what does every director do on set? One more shot. And so they did it. The tire hit a curb, face first through a plate glass window, died on impact. Horrible.
Yeah.
That one got publicized a lot more. I didn't hear anything about the zoo one on the news.
Yeah, I
But-
remember hearing about the Deadpool one. 'Cause
Yeah.
Everyone was up in arms about, well, why would you allow her to be doing a stunt without the proper precautions, like without a helmet on?
But that is
is
the
her
stunt
job.
performer's
Yeah.
job. The reason why actors don't do that is because if an actor gets hurt
Mm-hmm.
or dies, that stops the entire production. If
Well,
a stunt
look at-
performer does, it's horrible, it's a tragedy, but you can hire another one tomorrow to fill that role.
But
And that's just the truth of how that industry works.
look at something like The Maze Runner. Like, that was a series that Jamie and I really loved. They couldn't keep filming because Dylan O'Brien broke his arm. So that delayed the movies by, like, a year at least.
Yeah, because they weren't going to rewrite
Not
it so
really
he broke his
invested.
arm like they did in Riverdale, some
exactly.
TV show
When
they can
you're-
easily do that type of thing.
When you're basing it on something that's already been written.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And you can't just recast the actor for the sequel halfway through the filming.
That's
Like-
why these guys, it's so important to take care of them, and
Yeah.
we do have to baby them and make sure they're never hurt, because it can cost hundreds of people their jobs and food out of families' mouths if we don't protect them. So it's the same thing on a football team. You protect your quarterback, because without him, you're nothing.
Yeah.
You're not making no games. You're not winning no games. You're not making no money. It's the same thing.
So I'm too clumsy to be a main actor in anything then.
You're too clumsy to do the job that you have now. I'm sorry, were you not just complaining to me that you went to the bathroom at work today and hurt your shoulder?
I have
It's
also
so
injured
nice.
myself going to the toilet, so respect.
The people that I seem to surround myself with are questionable.
Stomach issues and toilet injuries.
It's my kind of crew.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Death.
Dead people.
Dead people. Oh god, that's not fun.
No.
But
See,
I see dead people, do you?
I've seen them on movie sets.
that leads us into another point. So, people who are exploring paranormal locations, if you really think about it, like, something awful happened in a certain spot, but people still go there for entertainment. They go there for the joy of, I guess, the hunt for the paranormal. They go there for the history of it, whatever the case may be. Like, they don't have to consistently be tragedies. So I think that's...
Well, that was literally me telling you we should go to Salem
I agree.
on a
I
vacation.
agree. Oh, we're planning
Like,
a whole road
Dark,
trip.
little dark tourist vibe, eh?
Exactly.
Great show.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Very good show.
Super not happy about the fact that there's never been a second season.
I know.
What does that guy have
Yeah.
to do?
That's why
I haven't seen him anywhere else.
the three of
Piece
us
of
have
shit.
to make our own continuation of it.
I'm down.
Okay, where were we?
Okay.
I don't know.
We were talking about...
Tell us about some experiences.
Some experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I told you about...
Well, so we've talked a little bit about accidents on set and sort of the dangers of set that we don't... That people like Jamie and I, common folk,
Well, the general
wouldn't
public.
expect.
I mean, we all sign NDAs. We're not supposed to talk about any of this stuff.
We'll change your name.
Oh.
No. There's like, you can't talk about anything while you're filming the show, but it's pretty much open game afterwards.
Also, nobody listens to us, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
You guys actually have like a decent amount of listeners.
I mean,
More than like
Oh, I'll take it.
more than the 2 other podcasts I've ever recorded.
where's our prison guy from?
The region of Cyprus, Nicosia, I don't know if that's how you say it, and the central jail of Nicosia is the
That's like the only
most
thing
dangerous
there.
jail there. Yeah.
I don't know why it's a flex, but it is.
I know.
It's pretty sick. You have badasses that like you.
Yeah, we kind of convinced ourselves.
Or
that we
what if it's a
smuggled in
child
phone.
predator though? Sorry,
Well, one of our
listeners.
most
I don't think
popular
most of you are
episodes
pedophiles.
Is Peter
Most.
Scully.
Yeah, that's true. Or like,
It's our second most popular.
yeah, is about one of the most notorious pedophiles in the world.
What can I say? People love pedos.
It's true. Unfortunately, I watched 2 hours of To Catch a Predator today.
I worked in the film industry. They're all just predators.
Same deal.
Speaking of predators in the film industry, Roman Polanski. I was going to talk about Rosemary's Baby. So, Roman Polanski was a very famous film director who is a total piece of shit in his personal life, but that's neither here nor there. So, Roman Polanski was the director of Rosemary's Baby, which was a classic horror film that I did not enjoy. I'll put that out there. It was released in 1968, and it starred Mia Farrow as Rosemary.
Will you tell us why you don't like it after?
The story was interesting. I just didn't think the portrayal of it was great. And I don't
Okay.
know if that's... I just don't know if I don't like Polanski's style of directing, or if it was just because it was 1968. But I mean,
Okay.
Psycho is one of my favorite movies of all time, and that was 60s.
It's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fantastic movie. Rosemary's Baby, not a fantastic movie. Beside the point.
Yeah, they
So-
say it's the absolute worst possible thing you can do to a pregnant woman is show her that movie.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Have you seen it?
No.
Keep it that way.
I fortunately have not seen it, but I have seen many documentaries about the history of horror movies and had the synopsis explained to me many times. So, yeah, seems pretty fucked.
Yeah. To give a brief rundown without giving too much away, she's pregnant with the devil's baby and doesn't know it until she's about to have the baby. And then it's a whole thing with her husband selling her, and it's a whole fucking thing. Very compelling story for a horror film. There's a reason it's as loved as it is in the horror industry.
Mm-hmm.
But a very, very weird film. In terms of like the on-set incidents and stuff, like any film, there were accidents. The composer of the film fell to his death at a party, which, clearly it was a good party. He was partying that hard.
I've had nights like those.
The producer ended up with some essentially life-threatening kidney stones. Poor guy. And while he was in the hospital, he had recurrent hallucinations that Rosemary, the character, not Mia Farrow, but like the actual character in the story, would come after him with a knife. And then the reason people really believe that this film was cursed is because of what happened with Roman Polanski. So the reason the name might sound familiar outside of the film world is that he was in a relationship with Sharon Tate.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So Sharon Tate, Jamie, was murdered by the Manson family. Also, there was someone else that I unfortunately can never remember who it is, but it was Sharon Tate, someone else, and Abigail Folger, who was the heiress to the Folger Coffee Company. for some reason, I find so interesting. I don't know.
Anyway, he was dating her.
Yes, so she was pregnant with his baby when she was murdered.
Oh.
Yeah. So, obviously, not great luck on his part. Not a great situation for Polanski. After that, he turned into a piece of shit pedophile. But that's beside the point. So, that sort of led to a conversation about that film being cursed. And that kind of took me into the more, like, kind of what we talked about in the last episode on this, where we talked more about, like, the haunted film sets and the vibe of things being cursed. So, someone we know has experience with haunted film sets.
I was working in the head office for the X-Files, so I don't have physical experience being there on set, which I know is boring.
But
Believe
hear me
me, I
out.
wish I could have been there. But we heard lots of fun stories. So it used to be an insane asylum. It's abandoned now, still owned by somebody, and they rent it out for use with movie sets out in Vancouver. So a lot of scary...
Is this the one that Grave Encounters was filmed at?
Potentially. Google it. But I do know that they've used it in a lot of TV shows and a lot of horror movies that were filmed out in Vancouver.
I need to Google it.
And so as far as I remember, there's a certain floor that they don't allow anybody to go on because there's so much activity.
Ghostly activity?
Yeah. From there's all from what I've heard. But yeah, there was a floor that nobody was allowed to go on. They didn't. Riverview Hospital. Yeah. Oh yeah, Coquitlam. Yep. That's the one. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
So it's in Coquitlam.
I know my haunted asylums in Canada.
And yeah, so it's a very, very spooky place to film. They don't allow anyone on the one floor. A ton of people have been injured there over the years. A ton of people have heard voices and have been felt like they were being chased was something that I heard a lot too. Which that's a super creepy feeling like you're being chased, like people running out, like they were running out of rooms because they felt like someone was running after them.
I think
That's
one of the more unsettling things.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's got to be a tough one.
I've had a lot of ghostly experiences. Some that we've
I
talked.
felt eyes on me.
Yeah.
But like someone's
Yeah,
running.
that because when I heard that, I was like, usually like you feel like someone's looking at you or something. That's a lot more common.
Even,
but
like-
feeling like you were being chased, I'm like, that's freaking spooky.
Even feeling like there's someone beside you, or feeling like you've been touched by someone who very clearly isn't there, like that's probably the worst thing I've ever felt.
Mm-hmm.
Awful thing.
Another thing too, like technological interference. I heard that like a camera broke, which never happens because those things are millions of dollars. So
Yeah.
like a camera like just flew off of a frickin' stand, and
I have a show for us to watch.
these stands they don't fuck around. So that's crazy. And then also batteries were draining nonstop.
That's
Batteries
big
would
thing.
just drain. Yeah. And as a sound guy, there's a lot of batteries for all of your freaking
Everything.
lavs and everything. Yeah, there's a lot of batteries being used on set. And yeah, I guess they were just draining nonstop. That was another thing that we heard. Very, very funky things. I'm very much a skeptic. I don't believe in none of this crap. I feel like most of the time it can be explained.
He
But it's
loves
fun to
hearing me talk about
it's
it.
fun to think that like there is creepy stuff happening, because I don't know, I never seem to see any of this stuff in my face. I always hear about it from people, but I've never seen it. But I'm also
Me too.
just a big old city boy that
I told him the
Doesn't
other day,
leave.
because where I work is super haunted.
supposedly
Shut up. I told him about, like,
Oh, the hotel.
yeah, the ghosts in the kitchen and stuff, and like throwing stuff around. Didn't matter how excited I got about the conversation. He was like, "Okay, where's the video? You guys have cameras in the kitchen.
I was like,
Show me the
Pixar, it
video."
didn't happen.
Anyway, haunted films.
Haunted films. What's another fun haunted film? The Shining wasn't haunted, but I heard it was toxic.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's her name went crazy afterwards? The main actress.
We were talking about this.
Yeah, she went crazy
Shelley
afterwards
Duvall.
because she was. I mean, Kubrick's.
Like,
Any
psychologically
director
abused.
that's a genius is also an asshole. It's kind of hard to, except for Quentin Tarantino. That dude is just a movie nerd.
He's just kooky.
He's literally just a movie nerd that grew up and somehow was able to make movies. That dude loves it. He makes everyone on set say we're going to do one more shot. And why? And everyone has to say, because we love making movies.
It's kind of cute.
I know. I would love to work on a Tarantino set. That'd be super cool. The heck was I talking about before I was talking about Quentin?
Haunted films.
Haunted films. Oh, right. Kubrick. So, Kubrick... like most other than Quentin Tarantino, great directors are psychopaths and make their actors and actresses do scenes hundreds of times over just to end up using the second take as in the edit.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, that's the movies, baby. But yeah, I guess he pushed her so hard and was so unkind to her that she had a full mental breakdown after the movie.
Well, have you seen some of the clips? He is not friendly.
No.
There's some clips on the internet, and he's just, like, berating her, and she's like, I understand, like, why are you yelling at just me? And it's like, oh.
Because she was more of an unknown, and Jack Nicholson. It's Jack Nicholson. There is the movies is very clicky, and you're riding this person's dick. You have to support this person because you guys have the same agent. Like, there's all sorts of weird behind the scenes stuff. Anyone you've ever seen that died on a TV show, it was not written in the script from the start for them to die. They hire actors to stay forever, and then the second they piss people off on set and they don't like being around them, then they get written out of the show. My aunt, who's just an accounting producer, has had people written out of shows because she didn't like dealing with them. This is how it works. It's very clicky. But you got to think about it. You're working 16-hour days, like 12 minimum if you're in IATSE, but up to 24. I've heard of 27-hour days.
Well,
And if you're around people that annoy you for that amount of time, you don't want to work with them.
no.
You want to
fair.
they'll take a guy that knows less but is a good hang 10 times out of 10. That's why I get jobs. I'm just a chill dude. I don't know everything. I never went to film school. But I'm a good hang. So that's why I get jobs.
Well, Jamie, so we've talked about this before. I convinced Jamie to finally watch Criminal Minds after 10, 12 years of trying to get her to do it. And she was devastated that a few of her favorite characters were not in the entire series.
Gone within the first 3 seasons.
Kevin Spacey.
Uh-huh.
Another great write out of a show because they were a piece of shit. But that one's a lot more publicized.
Really? Why? I don't know this.
Jamie knows very specific things, and then you'll be shocked at the amount that she doesn't know.
So Kevin Spacey was a famous actor on House of Cards, right?
Yep.
And
among other
well, among other things, but that was the one that he was working on that got written out of. I heard
Okay,
some
his
things
face.
from people. I've heard some things from famous people through podcasts, them talking shit. But from what I've heard in that sphere, is that for years beforehand, he was basically screaming to everybody that he loves young boys. It was not, he came out to the world as gay to try to hide the fact that he was talking to little boys. But from what I've heard in the industry, is that was a known thing.
That he's a pedophile?
That he liked young boys. There was, I guess he was hanging out with some comics at some point, and they were all just shooting the shit, and he decided to say, I think they were having drinks, and he decided to say, don't you guys just ever want to kiss a young boy? And everyone was like, huh? They thought he was like joking around or
No.
something. It was because it was with a bunch of comedians, and this dude was just dead serious, And then years later, it comes out he was raping little boys. You know, he thinks because they're 16, 17, it's fine.
Well, I
It's,
think the
just a
main-
young man. No, that's a child, and you're a man with influence.
Like the main, like the first guy that came out and was like really the forefront of all of the investigations. I think he was like 14 when it happened.
Oh yeah. See,
Not that any age
no
makes
age,
it better,
no age
but
is fine with that shit. But goddamn, yeah, Whew. That dude is a creep. Mm-hmm. He tried to just say, no, I'm gay. It's fine. Mm-hmm. I don't think
That's
gay is what anyone
yeah,
cares about.
That's what baffled me about it. He was like, I'm being like attacked because of my sexuality and because of my choices to be a gay man. And everyone was like, no, it's because you tried to fuck
Not
a
a
kid.
soul cares that you're gay.
Yeah.
This is Hollywood. We're all gay. Everybody's
a
gay.
little gay.
Ridiculous.
Jamie's furiously Googling things. Oh no.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, well, I don't know if you guys know, but recently there were allegations about, Colleen Ballinger. I don't know if you know her. She's the one who played, like, the persona of, like, Miranda.
Oh,
Like,
I saw that last
2013 with the red lipstick.
Miranda sings.
Miranda sings.
I have no clue who you're talking about.
Child predator. I think you'd recognize her if you saw a picture.
Probably. I don't know any actors or famous people's names. I just know faces.
Yeah, she's being labeled as a groomer, and this came out like a couple days ago.
I believe it. I think a lot of the times that girls do it to younger guys, it gets pushed aside because everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, you fuck your teacher, right?" You know, like I grew up as a boy. That's every child's dream when they're in junior high.
Isn't that like the whole premise of like Billy Madison?
It's the whole premise of a lot of movies. Yeah. I don't know why girls doing that to young guys. Yeah, they never really seem to get talked about.
Yeah.
Lately, a little more on the news. You see, and down in the States, all these teachers banging their students and getting caught for it. But
literally like 12-year-old boys. Like, what do you mean?
But like, there's a lot of like girls in Hollywood that be doing that stuff too, and they start this 35, 40, 45-year-old actress, and they start dating like an 18-year-old model boy, and it's like, but he turned 18 last week, and you guys are together. You're talking to him when he was 17, probably 16, 15. Creepiness.
That's the scariest part about Hollywood is.
Well, the age mingling in entertainment is weird. Like in Hollywood, like the movie industry, you have to be 18 to work behind the scenes. But actors and actresses, that's where things get a little funky because you're dealing with kids. In music, though, everybody's hanging out with everybody of every age. From like 14 to like 30 is kind of the main age range of musicians that I find that are still trying to make stuff happen. And like I ran studios as a 21, 22, 23-year-old and had plenty of 16-year-old, 15-year-olds recording at my studio, and you become friends and stuff, but you have to keep things professional. Yeah, everybody in Hollywood's a freaking creep, though. They all got, once you're on top of the world, then you start looking for satisfaction in weird, I don't even want to use the word taboo, because being a pedo is not taboo. It's just disgusting. But like, they find their pleasure in weirder and weirder ways the more and more successful you get.
Well, that's why there's so many like scary movies about like rich people like hunting humans. It's like they're bored.
I think, and this is what we talk about this in our fucking podcast bio anyway. Like, the scariest thought of all of it, like, there's cursed movie sets, there's ghosts, there's all of these crazy conspiracies that we could come up with. But
cryptids.
Yeah, but realistically, the scariest part of anything is the humans. And just what humankind is capable of.
That was something that I saw probably on Facebook in junior high, but it was like, you've
Facebook
stopped...
famous in junior high,
okay,
by the way.
let's all calm down there. But your childhood ends when you realize that the monsters are people and not under your bed.
Yeah.
It was some corny Facebook thing I saw, but I'm like, that really is true. That is when you're done being a child. Yeah, you're not an adult yet, but you're done being a child when you realize the monsters under the bed aren't anything. Humans are monsters.
Yeah. Ghosts I can handle. Murderers, probably not.
Well, that's the thing. Anytime anyone's like home invasion, I'm like, ghost, I can handle. A human breaking in, scary.
Oh yeah, I've seen every scary movie ever. Nothing is as scary as working in a rap studio. I can absolutely assure you that.
You want to give us any more context?
No, I don't.
Well, I feel like we could go on having these conversations forever, but we should wrap it up.
Do you have any other stories? Or?
Yeah, are there any...
crazy stories. I'm trying to keep things spooky related, you know. Like, yeah, I've been on TV sets that people have died plenty of times. But I guess just as a general statement, it's not the movies that are scary. It's how disgusting people can be in the industry. Hiding the deaths, causing deaths, not being accountable for deaths. It's a horribly unsafe industry in comparison to a lot of other things. And people need to know that there is no glamour involved at all. It's construction and labor and tight schedules and insane amounts of money on the line. And we make movies so you guys can have fun, but the scariest part about any movie is the shit that happened behind the scenes 100% of the time.
Powerful words.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. Look at you go.
Penis.
There it is. I know it was either
I can't be serious for more than like
it was
27
either
seconds.
You or Jamie that said it, so...
There is a penis coming somewhere.
Yeah. Well...
That's what she said.
Yes, it is. Anyway.
This has been Creeps and Coffee.
Yeah.
Thank you for indulging us.
Yes, thank you for indulging in our delusions.
Morbid curiosity.
Indeed.
That was a better one, James. Well...
How do you sign off? You like clink a coffee cup?
No, but we should do that. What the
That's
fuck?
a good idea.
Signing off. Cheers.
I like that.
Something
normally...
like that. I know how to market.
Normally we finish off with where you can find us, but before we do that, do you want to shout out any of your stuff?
You can find me on Spotify, Uncle Jake, and you can watch any of the TV shows or movies I've done. Deadpool, X-Files, Riverdale, No Tomorrow, Under the Banner of Heaven. It's a fun little gem on Disney Plus about murders in the Mormon community.
You get to see him with really cool sideburns.
I had real sideburns that they shaved my beard into, and then I shaved it the second I left set, and then the next day I came back, they glued fake ones onto me. It's a good look.
It is my favorite look.
I murdered a child in that scene.
Oh, what? I thought that was the end of the sentence.
Yeah, I murdered a child.
And I murdered a child. Stops recording.
Cue the outro
You
music.
two are just... And next episode... The Uncle Jake murders.
Ooh, that has a good ring to it.
It really does. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Now I have to go kill people just for the fun. Okay, Rex.
Titanic.
Okay, you're literally...
What does that mean?
Recommendation.
Oh.
You're not allowed to say Titanic.
Why
Think of
not?
something else. We'll go in a circle. Barry, I will use as my recommendation, so you can't use that either.
How dare you?
Actually, she can use Barry. Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets, fantastic TV show on Crave.
Crave.
It's Crave for those in Canada. For those not in Canada, it would be on HBO Max or Plus or whatever the heck they got down there that shows HBO. It is about a high school soccer team that crash lands. They're playing on an island, and starts eating each other. It's absolutely fantastic. Cinematography is average. Storyline, sublime.
I
Jamie.
don't know.
Peppa
Lines.
Pig.
Alien?
Alien. What
Alien,
you watch?
the original.
Ooh, yes. Or American Horror Stories.
I'm a fan. I like going to sleep with that one. It's a good show to fall asleep to.
Jamie, you say that as if you didn't fall asleep to like all the horror movies.
They're great. I don't know. I
But
can't
it's
fall
not-
asleep to an action or a comedy because laugh tracks and explosions wake me up. But just eerie music
screaming and torture.
well, it's usually a good horror movie. It's not all the time. It's just once in a while. So it's just chill. It's really chill to fall asleep to.
It's hot and chill.
Yeah, which
right,
Kate
so
is only one of. That's your. Are you
that's
like
her-
sending us off?
No, that's her American Horror Story colors.
Oh, vibe.
no, that's a red flag.
Wait, which?
But just kidding,
Which
that's
one?
fine.
Falling asleep to screams.
You guys are literally psychopaths.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
Caitlin, your turn.
well, since I'm not allowed to recommend Titanic, I'm still gonna a little bit.
Criminal Minds.
No, I'm gonna recommend the show that Jake and I watched called Barry. It is also on Crave, or whatever fucking HBO thing is in the States.
Didn't he say that?
Yeah, but he said I could have it.
I said Yellow Jackets. That was my
Right,
final
okay.
answer.
My final answer is Barry. It is a show about a veteran who becomes a hired assassin who stumbles upon an acting class and wants to leave the criminal life to become an actor. And I loved it so much.
The entire last season is one massive finale, and it's the most amazing and horrible thing ever. They,
Do not give a shit about you as a fan.
as a fan, it's literally fuck you for ever liking this show. We're gonna destroy your world. How dare you
How
ever
many
stream
seasons
it?
is it?
4
4.
perfect seasons. Also, the greatest like side character ever in the history of TV. Hank. That we're not even gonna say anything.
No,
Just watch it and experience
Yep.
Hank.
Once you watch all of our recommendations,
Mm-hmm.
you can get in touch with us and let us know what you think. If you have any recommendations to make, you can let us know. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Creeps and Coffee. You can send us an email at creepsandcoffee@gmail.com. If you would like to help fund our journey, help us buy more subscriptions so we can watch more things. And if you'd like to get better updates on what we're doing, what episodes are coming out, you can follow us on our Buy Me a Coffee page, which is buymeacoffee.com/creepsandcoffee. And we will see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye, we love you.
Goodbye, listeners.
Creeps and Coffee is produced and edited by us, Kate and Jane.
Our theme music is Stuck in a Hole by Dated.
For more information on where to find them, check out the link in our show notes. And to connect with us, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Creeps and Coffee.